Hey guys, welcome back to the Volley. I hope you guys are doing well today. We got some mess to discuss per usual, y'all. But before we get into it, please like this video and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Alright guys, in my previous video, you guys got to hear Armon's emotional reaction to Funky Dineva calling him immature. Now Armon did go on his own YouTube channel to give his official response to the Carlos King interview, and he read Miss Funky Dineva down, okay? But he did end up crying. So Funky Dineva has since come out to apologize to Armon, and I actually have some mixed feelings about this apology. As far as I know, Armon has not responded. But we're gonna get into the apology now, and I would like for you guys to tell me in the comments whether you think Armon should accept Funky's apology or if you guys think he should even respond. Now, if you guys haven't seen Funky's full response video, then I will link it for you guys in the description box below so you can check that out. I'm only gonna play the clip where Funky actually apologized to Armon, and I want you guys to chime in below.
And I still think based on your response, you don't even see how you got played in all of this. I can't even be mad with you because you are a victim. I have to give you that. You are legitimately a victim in this situation. You got played in one of the worst ways. You did. And unfortunately, in getting swept up in a game that you did not understand, I guess the fair thing to say is that all three of y'all collectively got that show canceled. Nevertheless, Armon, as far as I'm concerned, I see you're hurt. I hate that you're hurt. If my words caused you any duress and or stress, I sincerely apologize. That was not my intent. I really was trying to big you up and give you a bit of constructive criticism on the side. You didn't take it that way. But me being just a little older and a bit more mature about it, this is not one of those situations where I'm going to take back what I said, because what I said was said from a place of love, and it was said to only benefit you. And now I'm going to have to actually double down on it, dog. There is a maturity piece, Armon, that's missing, man. And I'm saying this with so much love. It was missing with that rant, and it was missing with your response to me. Yeah, you got one off. You got one off. You did. You read me for filth. Yada, yada. You feel good? I hope you do. But you're not going to get nothing for it. That's the thing. And like, people are watching. So now he's volatile. He's going to be uneasy to work with. Whenever we hire him, he's going to go off of the deep end. And that's why I'm extending grace, compassion, empathy, and sympathy for you. Like, dog, you got to step that maturity piece up, Armon. Say it with love. Now, you can read me for filth again. You cannot heed to it. But I promise you, there's no ill intent. I've been there. I remember the way I showed my ass when I went through that Michelle Brown situation. I remember Demetria Lucas calling me, texting me, saying, Funky Dineva, I am in a lot of journalism circles right now, and you need to take that down. This looks very bad. Everybody is talking about you. You look very volatile. I remember my agent calling me saying, what are you doing? I remember the doors that got closed in my face because I behaved that way. Because you are another Black gay man in this space that is being recognized, I was trying to help you. And I won't apologize for that. I was trying to help you, and I'm still trying to help you. Like I said, I'm not mad. You can pick up the phone today, tomorrow, and call me, and I promise you we can talk about it and go get a drink. Black man, I want you to know I see your hurt. I'm sorry for anything that I may have contributed to that hurt, but my intentions were pure, and I hope that we can get past this. Because like I said, I don't feel no ways tired about it. I'm not bothered. It didn't move me none. I get it, and I just wish things hadn't been the way it was.
Okay, so you guys heard that. How do you guys feel about Funky's apology? I unfortunately don't have a dog in this fight. I can actually see wrong on both sides. I can see wrong on both ends. I feel like even though Armon is upset and he has a right to be upset, he is kind of proving to be immature and childish, just like Funky said. And by the other token, even though Funky did apologize to Armon, in my opinion, his apology is a little questionable. Now, I do agree with Funky when he said Armon was immature and inexperienced when it comes to his public reactions. Okay, I agree with that 100%. Right? How many times have we seen Armon crashing out either on his YouTube channel or on his Twitter? I mean, it's okay to feel some type of way. You know, that's normal. I'm sure we've all been done wrong by someone in our past, and we felt some type of way about it. But it's always how we react that people will judge our character for at the end of the day. So for me, Armon has got to learn how to control his emotions a little better if he wants to secure jobs in Hollywood. Now, if he doesn't want to go to Hollywood, if he wants to stay on YouTube like Tasha K, then he can behave however he wants, okay? He can do whatever, get sued, all of that, okay? I myself, I've worked around the music industry on a small scale for some time now, and I know that people who respond to conflict like Armon does are often made out to be the black sheeps. They're often blackballed, and career kind of goes down the drain, okay? So Funky was not wrong in his opinion about Armon and in his, I guess, trying to give him constructive criticism, right? He wasn't wrong about that. But even if Funky was wrong, right? Here's my thing. It is his opinion, right? And Funky has a right to voice his opinions publicly just like everyone else does. So for Armon to continuously crash out and make himself look like a fool online because he doesn't like someone's opinion of him, it shows that he still needs work before he can really get on that other level. You know what I mean? And I remember when Armon did this video, it was recent too, where he was talking about change and growth. And in that video, Armon said himself that someone had told him that he was overly emotional. And I remember Armon said he had to sit with that because, you know, the person was actually telling the truth. He said that, like, no matter how, you know, that statement made him feel, he had to accept it because he knows that he can be overly sensitive and he knows that he can be emotional. And I think that Armon needs to go back and revisit that video that he made, because in that video, it seems like he was kind of saying the same thing that Funky Dineva was trying to say. It's one thing to ignore the advice and criticism of someone else. It's a whole other thing when you're ignoring the criticism and advice that's coming from your own inner self, okay? But on the other hand, Funky is not completely innocent himself. After this little apology, I kind of see through Funky as well. I see through all the BS. I already told y'all that I agree with what he said about Armon, okay? When I first watched that Carlos King interview, I was completely on Funky Dineva's side. And when I saw Armon crashing out on his YouTube channel at the same time that Funky's live show was going on, I gave Funky Dineva even more props for the way that he was handling the situation, because Armon was crashing out and they just kept trying to bait him. But, you know, he straight up said that he was not going to address it, and he ignored all of those comments that, you know, those people were saying about Armon. So, you know, I thought that that was cool. I thought that that was good because Funky Dineva was the one talking about being mature, and I could respect that, right? Now, what I don't respect and what I can't get with is the fact that Funky decided to go on his YouTube platform and make his apology instead of picking up the phone and calling Armon to apologize man to man. Now, I'm not mad that he said it on his platform, right? Because he wants to monetize this, right? He wants to make a coin. I'm not mad about that, right? And most times in this industry, when mistakes happen publicly, then usually that person has to apologize publicly, right? They'll either have their publicist write up like a nice apology statement, or they'll pull a Diddy and do like a, you know, a public apology video. And Funky Dineva kind of pulled a Diddy, in my opinion, right? If you guys watch his full video, he was throwing all kinds of shade at Armon, and he was standing 10 toes down behind the fact that Armon was so immature and, you know, majorly at fault for the TGIF cancellation. So for him to say all of that and then minutes later apologize in the same breath, it really gave kind of fake and fraudulent for me. And honestly, I really feel like he only apologized because Armon started crying, okay? I think if people were not like in his ear, you know, kind of telling him like, oh, you know, he's wrong for making Armon cry, then I don't even think we would have got this apology for real, for real. Funky was on there talking about, oh, I acknowledge your pain, black man. But like, let's be for real, like, his apology was like a backhanded apology. Like, it reminded me of like when people try to gaslight you with an apology. Right? Like almost like they give you the apology because they want to get you to shut up, right? Like, y'all know when people, if someone try to apologize and they'll be like, oh, but I didn't do anything wrong, so I'm not apologizing for what I did, but you know, if your feelings got hurt, then I'll apologize that your feelings got hurt, but I didn't do anything wrong. You know, like apologies like those are basically BS apologies, okay? Because that person is refusing to acknowledge that they actually did anything wrong in the situation, or that they've even wronged the person that they're apologizing to. So it's like, what's the point of the apology? Because, you know, you don't feel like the words or actions or whatever, you know, caused this person to get their feelings hurt. You don't feel like you was wrong for putting out those words or actions. So basically, you wouldn't mind doing them again. So it's like, why apologize? So it's like a backhanded apology, and it's like the gaslighting of it all for me. It's like narcissism at its best, okay? And another thing that I don't like that Funky Dineva keeps doing is he keeps trying to throw his age around like it's a trophy or something, right? And it's starting to come across a little bit as like he's age shaming Armon a little bit, because he keeps talking about being so much older than Armon, and that's why he's so much more mature. But honestly, age doesn't equate to maturity, like in real life. Someone's age doesn't determine how mature they are. So I kind of don't like that, right? And not for nothing, you know, if you want to keep saying that you're so much older and you're so much more mature than Armon, then I feel like you should actually wear the shoe and walk the walk, right? Lead by example. Pick up the phone and actually call Armon and apologize instead of bringing it to your YouTube platform and giving these people a show. Or you could really just not address it and not say anything at all. You could have just stayed out of it or stayed neutral the whole time and just didn't say anything at all. There was also that option. So I don't know, I'm calling BS on this whole I'm more mature thing, because you didn't handle this in a mature manner. Like, I'm so sure that you never picked up the phone to call Armon to try to apologize, but what you did was you got on your platform, dragged him again, and then said, oh, well, I'm sorry because he started crying. Y'all not gonna paint me out to be a monster because this boy started crying. That's what that was given. So at the end of the day, like I said earlier, I can't really take either side. You know, I feel like they both was wrong in some way. I really do hope that Armon just pays Funky dust, like complete dust, you know, because a part of me does feel like Funky Dineva kind of wants that response from Armon again, so he can be like, yeah, I told y'all. And for some reason, I feel like, you know, Funky likes this attention, right? But those are just my thoughts. You guys can tell me what you guys think in the comments below. What did you guys think of Funky's apology? Do you guys think that Armon should respond? Do y'all think that it was sincere? Do y'all think it was genuine? And do you guys agree that, you know, Funky should have probably picked up the phone and called Armon, you know, instead of going to his YouTube platform? Let me know, okay? Let's continue the conversation below. Please also support the channel on your way out by liking this video. Please drop me a like, guys. It is completely free. As always, I thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys again in my next video. Bye.